Hi guys, so we're supposed to do the tissue, I believe, this time. Or sorry, not the, I guess skin is kind of tissue. Anyways, we're doing skin. So for chapter 5, we're going to basically talk about the epidermis, the dermis, and the hypodermis, or the subcutaneous, yes, layers of the skin. So your epidermis has 5 layers, and and I'm gonna read these off my notes because I had a really hard time trying to remember them, and I'm still having a hard time for some reason. So it's the stratum corneum, strata lucidium, stratum granulosum, stratum spinosum, and stratum basal. Um, I know that that's listing them in like the top layer down to the bottom layer, and the bottom layer is the basal one, and that itself is just one fine layer, a single layer that's primarily made out of the basal cells, and it meshes with the dermis, which is the middle. So your dermis is the core. It's connective tissue of elastin and collagen fibers. And they're produced by the fibroblasts. I'm sorry, I have a hard time with public speaking and I move my hands a lot. So you have the papillary in the dermis and the reticular, I believe. I'm pretty sure that's right. So the papillary layer connects to like I said before, the smallest layer or the lowest layer of your epidermis, which is the basal. So they mesh together, and it helps fight bacteria and other infections. And then you have the reticular layer. This one's responsible for senses. It I had a brain fart, sorry. It's responsible for senses. It's part of your sympathetic nervous system. It holds collagen so that it also helps hold water to keep it hydrated. And then you have your hypodermis, so your lowest layer. So epidermis, dermis, hypodermis. And this is fibrous tissue. It connects to bone and muscle. It has fat storage. And so yeah, it goes epidermis, dermis, hypodermis. Your epidermis is the biggest part of your body, your skin. I have my book here because I'm a physical person. I bought a book. It's not in color, so it sucks a little bit for me. But just to kind of show you, let's see if it could focus. It did focus a little bit. Sorry, guys. I didn't plan this out as well as I thought I would. But then it shows you, you're starting with the corneum, the luteusum, the granulosum, the spinosum, and the basal, right? The very bottom layer. And then it also shows you that it has like the Merkel cells, if I say that right. And then your dermis is at the very bottom, and you can kind of see how the dermis just meshes and mixes here together. Oh, now I'm going to lose my page. But I'm visual. Like I've said before, I'm a visual, and I write things down, and I wrote these things down several times, and I for some reason still can't get down what these things look like in photos, even though I've been staring at them. So if you guys have helpful tips for that, that'd be great. And then here's just another photo of your epidermis from the book. Just so it's just like another visual example of said tissues. I felt that this chapter I really have to go through a lot, so I've watched a lot of your guys' videos, and I don't know, I think the skin is the hardest part for me to understand because there's so many layers and then the cells look so different. But yeah, hopefully I helped you out a little bit with what I can comprehend, and I'll see you in the next one.